Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel again. And here, as you can see, I have what is one of my favorite setups for solo or duo shows. And I know I have done videos before about these speakers already, but I wanted to do a continuation as months, weeks, days, and years passed, and just want to keep updated people that after a while having this equipment, I'm still using it and I'm still loving it. I know there's more equipment coming out, more moderns and more with more features and stuff. But still, for the price and for what I do, that probably some of you do as well. This is all you're gonna need ever. Like I've said in previous videos, these speakers right here, the Behringers, don't have effects. That's the only reason I'm using this mixer. Now, for those of you that don't know, these two in the middle are the B127 MP3 Behringers Aero Live, and the ones on the sides, the smaller ones, are the Aero Live B205. So these small two are 5 inch, and the two big ones in the middle are 6.5 inches. And yeah, like this is all I bring with me in my car. So imagine, like, you don't need a band if you're like a solo artist or you do a duo, like you play guitar and with a singer. um you don't need more than that. Like, I have this, all my cables are here, all my cables are there with this and my guitar, and that's it. And in just any car, I use this stands to put the speakers, and that's it. Let me show you a quick rundown of the mixer. So this mixer, it is called the Notepad. It's Soundcraft Notepad 8FX. So I have two combo, but I use this for one for the microphone, one for the guitar, and that's it. And you have all this bunch of other connections here that I don't really use much, necessarily, because they don't have like EQ or anything, or effects. But this is what I use. Usually when I do duo shows, I connect my, let me put it here. I connect my guitar here, and since the guitar has its own EQ, I can dial the tone I want, and then I can control the effects right here, which is I have here. It has reverb, chorus, and delay. And what I like about this is, like, as you can see, it's very small and has XLR outputs. So it's very convenient. I can connect directly to my speakers, and when I'm in a solo gig, I use these two, microphone and guitar. When I do the duo with an extra singer with me, I put the guitar here and I do the EQ on my guitar. And I have all these four speakers there, but not always I use them. Like, I have them for different scenarios. Like, most of the time I just use one. One of these is enough. I have a video here on my channel that you can watch, and it's about the 205. I'm doing a gig just with two of the 205. But in small cafes, I have a gig with just one. But whenever you need more power or different directions the audio need to be pointed at, you have this, like I get two just to pair them in a stereo. I can use the two small in a stereo using the mixer, or the two bigger one using them at stereo. And if I need more help, I get the four of them. And you might say, oh, four speaker, why don't you use a one and bigger one? Yeah, I do that as well. I do that as well. But trust me, even these four speakers are way easier to carry for what I do. It's just so convenient sometimes. You need to connect extra cables, but I use small cables, and the speakers are not that like far away from me. But again, like I said, I'm not using them always. I'm not using the four of them uh, basically ever. Like I have used them like once or twice, the four of them. But usually it's just one, and when I need a little more, I use two. That's it. When sometimes when I use the big ones there and I need them to put them far away from me, I use the smaller one as monitors. But I use one, or if I don't know, with a drummer or something, I put one next to the drummer, and in those scenarios like that, I can use the four of them. But for a solo gig, for a solo artist show, you have this in the trunk of your car or back of your car or whatever, and this is all you're gonna need for your entire shows, basically like 99% of your entire shows when you're solo. If you need more than this, then usually when I need more than this, there's sound engineers and sound equipment, a tech guy in place. So this is when there's no sound guys in the place, that it's just me. This is all, and trust me, like I'm not trying to sell you anything. I don't work for Behringer or anybody. I work for myself, but it has worked very well for me, very well for me, using an acoustic guitar. I cannot tell you with piano. I cannot tell you with anything else, violin or any other acoustic instrument whatsoever. But for acoustic guitar, this is being the best micro PAs that I have gotten. And one thing that I have to say is that the 205s, when using a classical guitar, classical guitar with the hole in the middle, when you slap the guitar, when you're playing, you're playing and you slap the strings, those 5 inches start cracking, boom, boom, because of the air and the low end that is pumping, start cracking. Doesn't happen with the 6.5, the bigger ones. Doesn't happen unless you put the low frequency too high, but you don't need it that high. But I found that the small ones, if you use just one small one with a classical acoustic guitar, you will encounter that issue. Now, since I use a Godin guitar, that they're basically electric guitars with nylon strings, those guitars don't have the hole in the middle. Doesn't happen with the Godin guitars. So if you have a Godin guitar, you can use the 205, no problem, and you can slap and it's no issue there. But if you have a classical guitar with a hole in the middle, in the bottom of the guitar, that slap will make more boominess and more air out of it, and you can hear the speaker cracking in the 5, not on the 6 though. Okay, in the 6 you can use a classical, no problem. But again, if you have a Godin and you want the smallest one, you can get the 205s and no problem. Like the video I posted, I was using a Godin and no problem. I was loud and I was playing hard and no popping from the little speakers. But once I get a classical guitar, that happens. Okay, so yeah, this is my rig for my solo shows and using the Soundcraft mixer. I have a smaller one that is just one combo, one XLR and one for the guitar, but that one doesn't have effect. This one has effect, so since these speakers don't have effect, I use this one. When I use the Bose S1 Pro, if I use that one, that speaker has built-in reverb, so I can use the other smaller mixer that has just like 2 channels, and I'll use the reverb from the speaker. But when I use this one, I need to use this mixer to use a reverb, because as you know, playing without effect is not like very professional sound. When I'm gigging, I don't like it. But that's it. Just to let you know how happy I am with this after a while using them. And all this you see here is very cheap. All the 4 speakers here and this mixer, you don't get to $1,000. You don't get to $1,000. I didn't get to $1,000 when I bought them, if I put them all together. So it's a very cheap setup, and like I said before, usually you need just one of the bigger ones, and that's it. But I like to have the pair and stereo sound for each model. Alrighty, until next time, thank you for watching as always, and you can subscribe if you want, if you like my videos, if you want to keep watching musical gear reviews, you can always subscribe and like. All right, till next time, thank you.